So hello, I wanted to make this video for all of you all because you're always asking me, and they're great questions. What should I ask? What should I look for when I'm going to a new firm? Well, first, let me say, pass the test. Not saying that you cannot start thinking about it now, but my focus is for you to pass the licensing exam. Having said that, I wanted to go over some thoughts so that you would have access to this video. You don't have to ask me, everybody ask me. If you have more questions, just feel free to drop me a line, whether it's an email or ask me after class. So let's see, I've got my notes here because you know how I am. My first thing I would say is remember, when you're interviewing companies, this is not just about what they're asking you. This is about what you want to ask them. You are paying a portion of that commission to the company, so you want to know, what are you getting for that money? It's not just about the split. Are you getting training? All of these things. Not saying the split's not important, but more important is finding a good fit for you. So let's get started. Our first item here is actually not even a question. I would say that when you go through this process of talking to a BIC, a broker, wherever you are, then make sure that at some point they ask you, what is it that we can do for you? What do you need to become successful? I'm not saying that you shouldn't follow a plan or that, everybody should have a custom, it's just all out of the box kind of system. But you are a unique person, and what you need is going to be slightly different than the person next to you. So if they're not asking you, how can they assist you in being successful? Are you going to be one of those people who needs more hand holding, one-on-one time? Do you like to do more research on your own? They need to ask you, what about you? What is it that you're looking for? We all come from different backgrounds, so that question is really important. Right? Let's see. Oh, and I should say this, if they don't ask you, run. You should probably run. Find some place that does ask you. All right, number 2, you should ask this BIC, how do you support your new agents? So remember, when you take this class, when you're taking the class, the pre-licensing exam, it's all about the exam. I am not teaching you in pre-licensing how to be a great agent. I'm teaching you how to pass a test. You are still going to need that training, right? So when you get out there, you want to know, as a new agent, there's going to be specific training or specific something for you. You're going to be like a little lost baby in the wilderness. How do they support new agents? Right? Number 3, since we're already talking about training, what does training look like? You should be asking, okay, what kind of training do you have? In light of COVID, is it all online? Do we meet in person? Do you have classes on tools like the MLS or, how to fill out contracts? And do you have, get my words right. And do you have classes? That's what I'm trying to say. Do you have classes on the skills like doing a CMA and how to find leads, things like that? So make sure you ask about the training. Oh, and really important, make sure you ask when the training is available. I know a number of you are trying to get into this, and you're going to be what I call a dual career agent. Part-time, dual career agent just sounds so much better. So if that is the case, if all of the training is during the day, the normal 9 to 5, how will you get trained? So make sure, are there webinars? Is there some website or somebody you can talk to? After hours training, very important to ask about the training. Right? Number 4, you should ask, when you have a question and the BIC's not available, what is your next step? Now, do not get me wrong. I am not saying that your BIC should be available 24/7. Nor do I think you should wait until the last minute to ask questions. You should be going to training and learning before the situation happens. But having said that, I know they will happen. And if your BIC's not available, what does this lifeline support system look like? Will you have a mentor? Are there other agents in the office that are willing to help you? I love y'all, but you can't all call me because often I'm in class. So who can you call? You just need to know, because when it happens, and trust me, there will be some type of emergency, you need to know who you can call for help beyond your BIC. Let's see, question number 5. You should ask the company, do you provide leads, or are you going to show me how to get those leads myself? So when I say leads, I mean the business. It's not hard. Real estate in and of itself is not hard. There are complications. There's always something to learn. But the real trick to real estate is making sure you have business. And leads, the people that could potentially want to buy or sell, that's what's hard. So, okay, are they giving them to you? And if so, does that mean that's an extra amount of money coming out of your check? Or are they showing you how to get them? Maybe they're doing a combination of both, but you need to ask because you need business. Yeah. All right, number 6. Do you offer coaching or business planning? So huge. Now, of course, being a coach / business planner, of course I would think that. But having said that, I do feel like there's a difference between coaching and business planning. I think of coaching as like something you would do with a sport. And I think of somebody forcing, to run laps or doing those exercises you didn't want to really do. Well, that's true in real estate. Are you doing all the things that it takes to get the business, to get those leads, to make sure that people remember your name, what I call mind share, or what is called mind share. That's not my word. So that's coaching, following up and making sure that you're doing what you need to be doing. Business planning is exactly that. Business planning. You all are going to be 1099. You will have your own independent business under the umbrella of a larger firm. So what does that look like? Do you have a plan? Are you keeping track of your money? What will this this first year look like? Maybe even the first 2 years. You need to have a plan. Business planning can be a part of coaching. So coaching could be a part of business planning. You just need to know, are they going to help you structure something that's going to be sustainable? And then the last 2 questions kind of go together. The first is going to be, what is the mission of the company? What is the goal? What does the company stand for? Especially nowadays, you want to make sure you're with a company that you support. They're already getting your money, but you want to put your name behind somebody that you're proud to work with. So ask them what their mission statement is. Besides making money, are they there to help the people, the community? What's going on with the firm? And along those same lines, what's the culture of the office? Now, especially in COVID, I realize you may not be going into the office as much, but there's still a culture. Are you going to be someplace where it's more formal, where it's going to be, suits and ties and formal business wear, or someplace more casual where, jeans and a nice top are acceptable? Neither's right or wrong. It's about what fits your needs. And at the end of the day, this is all about what fits your needs. So I think that's all for my questions. It is. I didn't mention what a good split would be or what kind of fees you should be looking for, because honestly, guys, everybody can be successful. If you want this, you can be successful, but this isn't for everybody, and that's cool. Not every firm, not every company is for everybody. Find what you need, find what you're looking for, and work towards your goals. There's no secret sauce, no secret answers, except just keep doing it. Just keep working towards it. Practicing and learning all this stuff for pre-licensing is very similar to being a successful real estate agent. You just have to keep at it. Just keep at it all the time. So I'm hoping that helps, and hoping that it helps me not have to answer the same question all the time. Not that I mind, y'all. I know it's so important, but I like to work smarter, not harder. And so I'm going to send you all to this video. I will see you in class, and like I said, drop me a line if you have any questions. Put them in the comments box, whatever. You know how I am. I'll get back to you, and I guess I'll see you soon. Bye.